Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I've got a few pickups here, mainly Mega Drive. So I'll get everything else out of the way first. This is something that I bought ages and ages and ages ago, but I apparently didn't show it, and I know I recorded the portion of the video showing it, but it's not in any of my pickup videos. I had a look because Scott Saturn Lad, I was chatting to him about buying one of these, and a couple of weeks ago he kind of mentioned, oh, where's the video with it in, and I know I recorded it. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it was eBay purchase, really cheap, Neo Geo Pocket Color. Been after one of these for ages. It's in really nice condition. Just speedily get it out of the box. It's got all the gubbins in there, manuals and all that jazz, and all the insert and everything. But yeah, it's in really, the actual console's really nice nick. The box is pretty decent, and I bought a couple of games just to kind of try it out. So I bought Samurai Showdown 2, which is just the cart. That was a couple of quid, like 2-3 quid, and I got this off of Video Game Imports with a bundle of some other bits I was getting. And that's Puzzle Bobble Mini. Really big fan of these games, and I love these little shop boxes that the Neo Geo Pocket games come in. And that is mint. That is like brand new condition, manual and everything. It is really nice in there, untouched. So yeah, really happy to have one of those finally. Nice little console, that. Okay, and we have a little trade I did on Facebook Sega group. I can't remember what I gave the guy, but I got a good deal. We got two of these unofficial Competition Pro SG6 Mega Drive pads. They're pretty nice. The buttons are quite nice, but the D-pad's a little bit raised up compared to the other ones, but it feels like it might be nice for fighters. But yeah, happy to have those for multiplayer. The more the merrier. And the guy also gave me this. Now I don't think this will stay, because this kind of thing's not my bag really, but I will have a crack on it and have a play on it just to see how it is. But it's a reproduction of the Death and Return of Superman on the Mega Drive. Now this is like super rare. The original is about 350-400 quid. So the case looks great, but the actual cart is, I don't know if you can see, but you can tell it's a reproduction straight away. It's printed on quite crappy paper, and it's not glossy or anything, so it's probably going to get traded on that one. And then the next big lot of stuff, and the last thing I'm going to show you, is a huge bundle of Mega Drive games from Chris Ashankt. Now Chris was trying to get rid of these for a fantastic price. I thought it was 31 games, so I kind of worked out 31 games for that price, fantastic. But when it arrived, I don't know if I didn't look at the pictures properly or what, but it was actually 46 games. So fantastic, really fantastic deal. There's probably quite a few doubles in here, so I need to sort through it and see what I want to keep and what have you. But yeah, really chuffed. I think Chris was trying to sell these to someone else and the deal kind of fell through, which worked in my favour. So I haven't even looked through these really. So firstly we've got Virtua Fighter 2. That doesn't have the manual in there. Not a huge fan of Virtua Fighter games. Don't think I've got this one in the collection though. Right, we have, that feels like it's slightly heavier. It's got the manual in. Yes, it does. Not too bad. That is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. A little platformer there. I vaguely remember this, like you're fighting on top of trains and all that jazz, and usual Indiana Jones minecart stuff and all that. This one I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, actually, I know I have it on the Master System, and that is complete with manual. Super Thunderblade, classic game. really bad at this game I am, but I used to love it back in the day. Really, really great game. I think it was probably on one of the Mega Games compilations, and that's how I had it. And next we have a classic, which funnily enough, I don't know if I've got the first one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know I've got at least one of them, but that's Mortal Kombat. Didn't really play too much of it on the Mega Drive. Well, I suppose I did. I played it more than anything else on the Mega Drive. I'm just not a fan of Mortal Kombat really. I did have it on the Game Boy, which I really enjoyed the Game Boy one. This is complete. We've got Mario Lemieux. Is that, I don't even know how to say that. Hockey. Probably some Canadian dude. Hockey. Right, fantastic game. I definitely have this one. Complete with the manual. And that is Micro Machines Turbo Tournament 96, and that has the J-Kart with the extra 2 controller ports on, which is genius. This is a fantastic game. If anyone has a Mega Drive and doesn't have this game, what are you doing? It is classic. It's really good fun. It's funny, and it's just brilliant. It's one of the best multiplayer games you're ever going to find, Micro Machines. And the J-Karts are brilliant if you've got 2 pads, so you don't have a multi-tap, or 2 extra pads rather, then you can have a bit of multiplayer japes. Now this one I've been eyeing up for ages, so really happy that it was in this bundle. This is definitely a keeper. Really nice condition inside, and that is Gynoug. Is it Gynoug? I don't know how to pronounce this, but shooter anyway. A shooter I've kind of had my eye on for a little while, so really happy to get that. It's really nice inside, cart and manual and everything. Really nice. Another one that I have. What does that have? It has a poster in, but no manual. And that is Strider on the Mega Drive. I just played, funnily enough, the Strider remake on my PS4 the other day. I downloaded it ages ago, but never played it, and it's all right. Yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, this is a great game, really classic Mega Drive game. Okay, this one I definitely have as well. It's got all the bits in their manual. It's Jungle Strike, which is the sequel to Desert Strike. I heard someone slagging off Desert Strike on one of the Sega pages the other day, but I absolutely loved it. I think they're absolutely fantastic games. Really, really good. I think EA had a lot of great games on the Mega Drive, to be honest. Okay, this is another one that I've never played. Was really happy to pick this up, and it's another shooter, and that is Subterranea. Now I was looking at this and I was just wondering, is that where, or is that part of the case? It's hard to tell. Don't know, it looks like it's either scratched or it's part of the case, but I'll have a look later. But yeah, all in there. Very nice. So yeah, really happy to get that one. This one I have, and it has the manual and it has some little codes in there. Really great looking game. Debatably one of the best looking games on the Mega Drive, and that is Flashback. Really good looking, if you can see the screenshots on there. Definitely worth checking out if you've never played this, and it's one of those games that I played back in the day and it just looked amazing, and the actual graphics of the cutscenes are stunning, and the actual animations of your character are really, really good, and really fluid looking animations. God, there's so many here, guys, it's crazy. This one is another one that I've tried to purchase over the recent months, and always the seller, whoever it was on Facebook or what have you, would want a couple of quid more than I was willing to pay. But yeah, really happy to get it. That is Krusty's Super Fun House, and that is complete there. Okay, we have no manual, but it is Chris Ashankt's namesake, Chuck Rock, which we have. So that's a duplicate. Brilliant game. I played a lot of those games, Chuck Rock 1 and 2, on the Amiga, but not so much on the Mega Drive. But still, really fantastic games. Oh, what's this? I'm not familiar with this game at all, so I'll have to check it out. And that's Generations Lost. If anyone's played this, please mention in the comments, let me know. Just throw it on the floor. It looks like a platformer, and it says, in Generations Lost, you embark upon the ultimate quest. As the daring Manobe, you must seek to solve a fascinating enigma, exploring 6 exciting and challenging levels of a mysterious travel world, yada yada yada, a strategy adventure. So it looks like platforming with some kind of strategy elements involved. Looks interesting, definitely have a crack on that. This one I don't have, or if I do have it, it's car only, and that's Road Rash 2. Love Road Rash. Really good fun these were back in the day. This one I don't think I have, and I've never played, but it looks interesting. Predator 2. It looks like a top-down sort of isometric shooter or something. I don't know, it's hard to tell from the screenshots. But yeah, it looks interesting. This is a double, complete with the manual and all that jazz. That is Skitchin. If anyone hasn't played this game, Skitchin is like when you are doing a Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future and you hold on to the back of a car and you're getting pulled along, except it's not on a hoverboard, it's on rollerblades. But that's the basic premise of this game. Right, this is a fantastic game. Bloody hell, that's mint. That is absolutely mint. So I do have this, it's Aladdin. I do have it, but that's probably an upgrade because that is flawless. The manual, that is, I don't think I've seen a manual that minty for about 20 years. Fucking hell, that is perfect. The cart looks like it's untouched. That is definitely going to be an upgrade from my collection. Wow. But yeah, this is a great game. I love this game. It looks fantastic. Really good, some of the Disney games are on the Mega Drive, but the SNES version of this looks great as well. But yeah, this is this fucking neighbour with a fucking strimmer again. Excuse me. Yeah, what the fuck, every time I start doing a pickups video, the neighbour thinks, oh, I'll whack a strimmer on. But yeah, it looks fantastic, this game, really good fun, good little platformer, definitely recommend it. Then we have no manual, but it is Chuck Rock 2, looks like it's got a bit of fade, some sun fade on the front. That's a double. Another double. It's got a manual but rather tatty, is Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Brilliant game as well, obviously, had this back in the day, loved it. Really good. I think the SNES has the better version, but this is still a great conversion. And that is a duplicate, that'll be moving on. This one is one that I've never played and I don't have. It's got the manual in there, and it is Mutant League Football. I was looking at Mutant League Hockey the other day, that goes for a fortune, that game now. It looks interesting. I'm not really a fan of American football games, but you never know. Right, let's have a look. This one's complete with manual, not bad nick actually. I don't know if I have this, I definitely have this on the Super Nintendo. I'm not sure if I've got it on the Mega Drive. That is Street Racer, and it's like a little karting game. Really good looking actually. Be quite keen to play that on the Mega Drive. But yeah, I've got the car manual in there and all that jazz. Never ending, guys. This one I don't think I've got. No, I don't. I think I might have it car only actually. But yeah, really happy to get it complete. I nearly bought one of these the other week actually. That's Golden Axe 2. Fantastic games, Golden Axe games. 2 is probably the one I've played the least actually. 1 I've played to death, and I played 3 here and there because I have a car only Japanese version. But yes, really happy to get that. We've got a couple of bloody hell, I can't get it open. Okay, no manual, but that's Mega Games 1. Not sure if I have this on cart, but cart only. I don't think I've got the case. Excuse me, but that's Columns, Super Hang-On and World Cup Italia 90 on there. And we've got very tatty manual in there, but Sonic 3, which I have. Don't think I have this one. That is Batman Returns. Some good platformers, some of the old Batman games, so have a little crack on this. I think I played this briefly back in the day, a mate had it, but it looks good to be fair. But yeah, it's got all the business. Right, this one I definitely don't have, and it's got the manual in there. Sonic compilation, and that is Sonic 1 and 2. Blimey, that is really fucked up on the back. Sonic 1 and 2 and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Yeah, it's a right state on the back there. It looks like someone's had a go on it with a cheese grater. But it is, I do own those games individually, but don't have that compilation. This one I have. This is a great game with manual. I don't know I think mine might not have the manual, so this is a nice little bonus to get the manual for my copy. But Comix Zone, I picked this up a couple of months ago after being after it for ages through a trade. Really fantastic game. Really unique style of game. It's kind of a platforming game, slash sort of side-scrolling beat 'em up, but you go through the panels of a comic. It's really good, really good. It looks great, and it's pretty tough though. Don't have this. I have this cart only. So nice to have the box. There's no manual, but nice to have the box. Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. Probably not one of the best Sonic games. It's 3D isometric, and personally I think it's a nightmare to control. So this one I definitely have boxed. Don't know if I've got the manual, so that's nice that it's got the manual in. That's Mercs, and that is very good condition. Carton manual in there, really nice. Right, we have yeah, with manual, PGA Tour 3. Not sure. I think I've got 1, 2 and 3 to be honest, but I'm not sure. Feels like it's got the manual in. We've got FIFA Soccer. Yeah, I've got the manual. Brian Lara 96 Cricket. Bound to be some filler in here in a big bundle like this. Of course I have this one. It's Sonic 1, and that's no manual. But if anything, that's it's a spare case, isn't it? Right, I don't think I have this. I have the tournament edition, but not the normal edition. That's NBA Jam, and that's good to have. It's a great game with manual. We have Lotus Turbo Challenge with manual. I think I've got that one. Don't think I have this one. Manual's a little bit beat there, but not too bad. Excuse me. And that's Mortal Kombat 3. I think the one I have is 2, and I don't have the others. But yeah, looks pretty good actually for a Mega Drive game. Have to check that one out. We got FIFA 96. FIFA 95 is probably the only FIFA game that I ever liked. I thought it was fantastic, but after that it kind of went downhill. We've got International Superstar Soccer Deluxe with manual. We've got the old Menacer cartridge, which I have, definitely have. I picked one of these up the other day, but it's so battered I decided not to keep it, so I'll probably keep this one. It's in really nice condition. It's Psycho Pinball, and it's got the nice shiny logo there, and it's got the sleeve and everything. And oh wow, it's really nice inside as well. That's a nice bonus. Really good looking manual and cart, and yeah, the box and the sleeve are mint, so that's great. If I can get it back on, that is. Okay, this one has a bit of a messed up box. And it has the wrong box. It has an EA box because the cart doesn't fit. But it is Kawasaki Spikes. Pretty sure I don't have that. Might have this, might not. It is Rugby World Cup 95. And with manual, Premier Manager 97. Nothing to get home about, write home about rather. This one I have. Cart looks a bit messy and there's no manual, so this is a duplicate, but it is WWF Royal Rumble. Who have we got on there? We've got Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Undertaker, a couple of other randoms. Excellent. Papa Shango's in it. Amazing. IRS, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon. Oh, that's Razor Ramon on the front with next to Hulk. But yeah, these were actually good fun, these Royal Rumble games. And I think this is the last one. Last but certainly not least, because I was really happy. Oh, there's no manual, that's a shame. But I was really happy this was in the bundle, because this is another one I've been trying to pick up but didn't want to spend too much on it and just didn't find it for a decent price. So yeah, really happy this is in the bundle, and that's Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Had this back in the day on the Mega Drive, love it, and just never picked it up since started collecting, you know, for the last few years. It's been meaning to pick it up, and it's just one of those that I never did. So yeah, that's it for the games from Chris. Thanks again, Chris, for doing me a fantastic deal. Can't believe how good that deal was on there. So now I'll be sorting through that and just checking them against what I've got and seeing what's an upgrade and what needs swapping around and which are doubles and what have you. And then I will be trying to recoup some of my money. And yeah, the last pickup, guys, is just a really quick one. I had some CEX credit, and I've been looking for a decent stick for the Xbox 360 for shooters. And Brian Beeps recommended to Pat this this stick. He said it's a really good stick, so I decided to pick one up. They had them on CEX, and what was it, 25 quid, and I decided to pick up a game with it, which cost me 4 quid. So after postage I paid 32 pence for these, and we have Akai Katana for the Xbox 360, which is a cave shooter. And unfortunately it was mint, but when I started mastering the label it ripped some of the manual, so I'm fucking pissed about that. Why does CX put fucking stickers on everything? Put it on the back, 2 on the front, 1 on the manual, one up your arsehole. Like, why do you have to put them everywhere? I don't understand. You know, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I wasn't happy bunny about that, but otherwise it's in really great condition. Been having a little play on this with the stick, and it's great looking game. I wouldn't say it's the best shooter I've played on the 360, but it looks fantastic and it's good fun for £4. Definitely worth a punt. And the stick I picked up was I forget what it's called now. It's the Hoary Tekken 6 stick, and it's wireless. Now, I always thought that it's best to have a wired stick because you get too much lag with the wireless, but apparently that's a myth. Apparently that's complete bollocks. The only reason they use wired sticks generally in tournaments is because they sync much quicker to the console, as Pat tells me, which makes perfect sense. So yeah, like I said, Beats recommended this stick. I thought it's definitely worth a go for that price, and I must say I'm really impressed by the stick. It's got a good weight on it and it's fantastic. It's really nice. It's got Sanwa parts as far as I'm aware, but yeah, it came like absolutely minty. It came with the box and the art book, but it didn't have the game. But anyway, the box is huge and I don't really have the space. I'm trying to sort of cull as much as I can to make space, so I am moving the box on to someone who wants it, giving it away, so I just keep the stick. But yeah, it's a really nice nick, really happy, and it plays really well. I was playing on that Ikai Katana, like I said, with it, and it's really good. I forget what it's called, but I will put a little bit of text down here if I can remember what it's called, but it's the Hoary Tekken 6 fight stick, something yada yada yada. But yeah, that's it guys for pickups, and I will see you next time. Cheers!